The judge that loves to judge people has returned.
Okay.
Court is now in session. I feel like judging more people. This game's fun. It has a lot of interesting cases. We are gonna see how interesting they're going to get in this episode. If you guys cool, they down with that? Everybody get ready and buckle up, cause here we go! And I'm back to my ungrateful family, especially my daughter. I just bought her a $700 cell phone. The cat is still the only one that loves me. My wife looks like she's gonna scold me later. And my son looks like he stole 30 bucks from my wallet. So I'm going to go end the day. And week 7, case 3, wee CC. Wait, I remember this guy. Oh, it's because I failed in the last episode. So it's just 4 years in jail. Aggravated sentence is 6 years and a $25,000 fine. So we are going to bang that gavel on this dude's bald egghead. Mr. Lake, you are guilty for the murder, the involuntary manslaughter. And I'll get my $1,400. You paid the fee reflected in your balance from your wallet. Wait, what fee? Oh, the car installment. I forgot we gave our wife some money. All right, y'all hear that? It sounds like cha-ching. Insufficient funds? Your dad comes home with insufficient funds? Your wife complains that her household items constantly break down. She wants $1,000 for new household items. Do you accept? Your sanity will drop if you don't accept this. I only have $710 to my name. I can't buy that fancy, smashy stuff. I can give you, like, the washer and dryer from Temu, but I can't afford it. Oh, game over. I can't afford it, so what just happened? You're bankrupt. What? And your family abandoned you. Over a washer and dryer? I'm not gonna lie, my wife got me fucked all the way up. I'm going to sleep. There's something your family wants to talk to you about. If you ignore it, your sanity will drop. Oh my goodness. Okay, fine. I have to say no, I'm sorry. Is our son at least 13 yet? He could be like a paper boy or something. At least help us make some money, kid. Come on. Who's this? The Joker from Amazon? David Crane. Armed robbery. Recently, a person named David Crane entered the pharmacy where Mary Evan worked, pointed a gun at her, and demanded the money in the safe. Mary Evan gave the money in the safe to David Crane and then informed the police. So he has no criminal record. He has a negative mental health, okay? And national status is yes. Okay. So we might have to put him into the mental hospital if he is convicted. Not long after, David Crane was caught and taken into custody at the house of his brother, Victor Crane. Statement from Mary Evan. He quickly came to the pharmacy and headed to the counter. Even though the weather was hot, I noticed that he was wearing a thick coat. When he came to the counter, he immediately pulled out a gun and said to me, "If you love your life, give me the money!" Then he took the money I gave him, hit the shelves, and ran away. Immediately after the incident, I notified the police and asked for help. David Crane. I didn't do anything. Why are you arresting me? He apologizes for what he did. But don't you understand that we need it? Everything he told me to do was for our good. We can't lose him. He needs the money, and those after him will never stop. I need to see my brother. I need to make sure my brother's okay. I haven't been sure about this for a long time. I haven't been able to be with you for a long time. My brother is mentally unstable. I woke up in the hospital the day they beat me because I owed some money. When I woke up, David was with me. Even though I was sure that I had not informed anyone, I asked how he knew. He told me to come here, he said to me. 2 days later, he brought some money to me to pay off my debt, but he didn't say where he got it. I didn't think he was crazy enough to commit robbery. Please do not punish David. Oh, I'm punishing David. I'm punishing David. I'm punishing him so fast and so hard. I'm not doing that. I don't even know what the hell that shit is. But what we're gonna do, armed robbery, right? Is that what we're doing? I don't even think we need to see the sentence. I think we're putting this dude in the slammer right away, right? Mr. Crane, you have been convicted for armed robbery and a bad Joker cosplay. I hereby sentence you to the mental institution. Success and success. Thank goodness. I don't want to fail. I already failed my family. I don't want to fail in real life. So one more mess up and our family is going to abandon us. These people look so goddamn evil. So people were telling me in the comments that these things right here, like 50% chance of being assassinated and 50% chance of getting arrested, I could bribe this mother sucker right here. How can I help you, Your Honor? Offer a bribe? 750? Yeah, right, bro. Let's just do our job, everybody. I'm not paying no officer $750 for what? Tommy Cooper, non-compliance with the contract with JJ Richardson, owner of the Holy Paper Publishing House. Defendant Tommy Cooper, plaintiff J.J. Richardson. The details are Tommy Cooper has made an agreement with the publishing house called Holy Paper to publish his book, The Helplessness of Words, which he released 2 months ago. According to the agreement, he declared that he would pay $250,000 to J.J. Richardson if the book did not reach 10,000 sales within 2 months. As of now, the book has sold 10,276 copies, but it has been proven by the publishing house that the book has received more than 300 copies on behalf of his sister, Ashley Cooper. Uh-oh. In this case, J.J. Richardson demands Tommy Cooper to pay his debt. Ashley Cooper, Tommy Cooper's sister, is a witness in the case. Okay. All right, this one's very interesting. Invoice for the purchase of 300 books in the name of Ashley Cooper. Okay, so obviously that's not allowed because it directly impacts the sales, so they're not legit on my dad's fake titties. Debt agreement between Tommy Cooper and the owner of the publishing house. Okay, that's the debt agreement. I see. Is there any evidence? No evidence. No emails. Nobody loves me? Fuck, man. Okay, let's start questioning these bozos. Mr. Richardson ultimately sold 10,000 books. You didn't state in the contract that Ashley Cooper shouldn't buy the book, did you? We didn't specify, Your Honor, but this is pure fraud. If he had not made his sister buy the book 300 times, it would not have exceeded the stated sales figure. Mrs. Cooper, did your brother tell you to buy the book? Your Honor, my brother just informed me that the book is out. I wanted to buy the book in large quantities to support him and give it as a gift to the people around me. That doesn't make any sense, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. But this is the only evidence that we have. I mean, you know what I mean? I think that they would have to pay. Because that's a shitload of books. Obviously, it makes sense that the sister bought 300 copies of the book, and whatever that amount wasn't possibly gonna be near the $250,000 that J.J. Richardson would have had to receive from Tommy Cooper, right? Like, what I'm saying is J.J. Richardson probably gave his sister some money to buy 300 books. Let's just say it was like $50 to $100. That wouldn't have been anywhere close to the $250,000 that he would have had to pay if he didn't sell those books, right? He made an agreement with a publishing house called Holy Paper to publish his book, The Helplessness of Words, which he released 2 months ago. According to the agreement, he declared that he would pay $250,000 to J.J. Richardson if the book did not reach 10,000 sales within 2 months. As of now, the book has sold 10,000 copies, but it has been proven by the publishing house that the book has received more than 300 copies on behalf of his sister, Ashley Cooper. Why would she buy 300 if she wanted to give it to the people around her? Ain't no way you would do that when it's so close to the 10,000 copies. It just seems too convenient, too fishy. I don't know, everybody. I think I'm gonna have him pay the $250,000. Tommy Cooper's compliance with the contract and payment of $250,000 to J.J. Richardson. Tommy Cooper doesn't need to pay anything. So the thing with the second choice is that in the contract, it didn't specify that family and friends couldn't buy the book. It didn't even matter how many books they bought. Like, unless you have that in writing, I think, like, you really need to be direct and you really need to speak like that, I don't know, like that contract lawyer language. So there can't be any loopholes like with what the sister did. I feel like the fact that J.J. Richardson didn't actually specify that no family and friends could buy like a certain amount of books, I'm gonna say that Tommy Cooper doesn't need to pay anything. Because you need to put that language in the contract. Like, you actually need to say that. Please don't fail. Don't fail me now, game. Come on now. Yes! I'm not gonna lie, everybody. I feel like I made the right choice. I feel like you need to be very specific when you are making contracts. What's in this envelope? If Sergei Monry receives any punishment, know this, Judge. I will not show you the light of day. This is my first and only warning to you. Think right and make the right decision. Is your life shitty like everyone else, or is it worth living? Think well. Well, that tells me that this dude is guilty as shitballs, okay? What did he do? Assassination, high treason. Recently, a person named Merg Blitz was involved in an accident with her own vehicle and died at the scene. Merg Blitz, who completed her shift at a company called Lincop, set out to go home with her own car. Okay, no criminal record. Sergei Monry. While she was driving, a truck coming from the opposite lane crashed into the vehicle of the person named Merg Blitz. During the investigations carried out by the police arriving at the scene, a crowbar was found in Merg Blitz's vehicle. The driver of the pickup truck involved in the accident could not be found. The bag that should have been in the vehicle and containing important government information could not be found. As a result of the autopsy performed on the person named Merg Blitz, it was concluded that she did not die at the time of the accident and that she was killed with the help of a crowbar found at the scene. As a result of detailed investigation, it was determined that the driver of the truck involved in the accident was a person named Sergei Monry. As a result of the long efforts, the person named Sergei Monry was caught and detained at the airport where he went to go abroad. I am not guilty. I went to the airport just to see my family who lives abroad. I have nothing to do with this incident. Please release me. I have no reason to commit this kind of crime. I can't even hurt an ant, let alone a person. Okay, this dude's just yapping, huh? So let's go here to here, and then you go you. Boop, bop, pow, wow, shibbity boobity. Wait, no? Yes. Yes. Oh, work it, girl. Fabulous, darling. All right, let's see what the evidence says. Crime tool. Fingerprint number from the evidence. 212-1352. Hold on. 212-1352. Okay, so it's a perfect match. And what is this? Messages between strangers on the person's phone. What is the situation? I have the bag now. How much do you offer? As we talked about. 50 million? Hold on, let me get that bag real quick. I'm on it. Do we have a meeting place? Wait to hear from us. Okay, so he was told to do it. Somebody slipped me this envelope with bloodstains on it. I don't know. It looked like ketchup from McDonald's to try to intimidate me. But you know what? Your ass is grass, buddy. Because you killed somebody. And you are going to die, buddy. So you're guilty and execution. Let's execute that right away. What do we get? 1,600? It's going to automatically take out the bills, right? Yep. Car payment. All right. Let me withdraw some cash. Yes. Cha-ching. Oh, shoot. Uh-oh. Hey, everybody's showing me love. Everybody loves me. Nobody wants anything? Okay, good, because I barely have any money. Like, just calm down, all right, everybody? We might have to just get Taco Bell again tonight. But Taco Bell hits, though. I know he's excited for it. I'm not gonna lie. I might have to double my chances. Blackjack. I think I'm good at blackjack. So, we're gonna put 500. And come on. Show me the money, everybody. Okay, king. Okay, I'm gonna take a card, for sure. Ooh. All right, I'm staying. Come on. What? Don't you dare look at me like that. Week 9, case 1. Oh, boy. Fuck are you looking at? I'm having a bad day today. Release Winston Gerald and accept the $750 we will give you. If you accept this offer, the rest of the money will come and you will live a very comfortable life. Ain't no way I'm letting a dude named Winston slide like that, all right? The charges are corruption. During the illegal prostitution and gambling raid carried out by police at the hotel called Palace of Gorge at night, Winston Gerald was found in the same hotel room with many mafia members and Frederick Lanson, who is known to be one of the high-ranking managers of the mafia. 4 mafia members and Winston Gerald, who were in the same room, were arrested, but Frederick Lanson, one of the high-ranking managers of the mafia, killed himself with his own gun at the scene. 7 women, thought to be prostitutes, drugs, weapons, and $1 million worth of cash were seized in the hotel room. I don't know why I'm in the hotel room. Earlier, I was drinking at the bar with a few friends, and we got quite drunk. I remember asking my driver to take me home. I got in the car and opened my eyes in the hotel room. I was with women and men I didn't know. The police came and arrested us. I'm not guilty. I am a member of parliament. You exist to serve us as police. How dare you question me and keep me waiting? No criminal record. Mental health test positive. National status positive. Okay. Well, let's check this out first. What the heck is this? You know what? It's telling me to release him and I'll get $750. That leads me to believe that this dude is so guilty. So corruption. Let's see what the charges are for corruption. I do need the money though. I'm not gonna lie. You know what? No, I'm not gonna do that. So 10 years and a $10 million fine. Holy crap. Okay. So, Mr. Winston, Mr. Gerald, you are guilty. 10 years in jail and $10 million. I don't even know if that's right, but I'm doing it. I don't even know if that was the right amount of zeros. The mafia is gonna kill me. They are going to shish kebab my ball sack. Hey family, y'all want to hear a joke? The amount of money I have in my wallet. Breaking news! Fight with corruption increases. The government announced that it would fight corruption to the end. The identity of the mafia leader still remains a mystery. Imagine it's my family. Imagine it's the cat. Okay, Oliver Mazyck, you are in here for theft. 3 years ago, a person named Oliver, who was at the scene of a theft incident in an alley on Mumby Street, was detained as a suspect and was sentenced to 6 years in prison in the trial. Recently, a theft incident occurred again and the suspect was caught and taken into custody. As a result of the suspect's statements, he stated that Oliver took responsibility for the crime for which he was convicted and that he actually committed the crime. The person named Frank Serve, who took responsibility for the incident, was brought to the police station to be questioned. Oliver Mazyck said, "With the end of this month, I have completed my 3rd year in prison. I tried to explain that I was innocent from the very beginning. However, because I was at the scene at that time and became the center of the targets, I was sentenced to 6 years in prison. After all this time, I had the opportunity to redeem myself. I hope the process works correctly this time." Frank said, 3 years ago, I had my eye on a house on Mumby Street. I broke in through her window and stole some items and jewelry. As I was leaving, I heard a noise and thought the landlord saw me. I asked someone passing by to hold what I had in my hand and I ran away. The man to whom I gave the materials was arrested before he realized what had happened. I was happy to be saved, but my conscience was troubled. Now that I've been caught, I've confessed this. So what's the issue here? Do I just do a whole switcheroo or something? Because bro is innocent, right? This guy just confessed, so I think we should just let this man go. Okay, so it's pretty much set in stone. This is easy. Oliver Mazyck, I'm sorry you had to do 3 years in prison for something you didn't do. You are not guilty. Now get out of here. Why is this dude so freaking sad? He did it. Patrick Mickey, incitement to suicide. A person named Tiffany Helen recently... Although the citizens at the scene tried to persuade Tiffany Helen not to do it, it was claimed that Patrick Mickey forced Tiffany Helen to do it. Following the incident, the statements of the citizens were taken and the person named Patrick Mickey, who was alleged to be the instigator, was taken to the police station to be questioned. Patrick Mickey said, "First of all, I did not force anyone to do it. At that moment, what I thought, like others, was to dissuade the woman from doing it. I thought about applying reverse psychology and told her to jump off. Now, why would you do that, Mr. Mickey? My request was that she should not jump off. I am very sorry that this incident happened, but I do not consider myself guilty. There was a misunderstanding about my actions. I ask you, please, to believe me." There's no... Oh, there's one digital evidence. Okay, cool. Wait, hold on. Patrick Mickey should be punished no matter what. He is responsible for the death of the person I love most in this life. If you do this, I'll give you $500. Okay, let's see the evidence. Hold on. Eyewitness 1. No! Don't jump! You're too young to die. Eyewitness 2. Please, don't do this to yourself. Eyewitness 3. Stay away from the railings. Patrick Mickey, jump! I don't think this world is a good place to live. What? Okay. I don't know what the laws are regarding that kind of stuff, because people can say anything all the time. I was gonna put this guy in the slammer anyway. So, incitement to suicide. Okay, this one is a 4-year sentence, and then aggravated is 8 years. So, I'm gonna give him 4 years. But the thing is, whenever I see these freaking envelopes with these bribes, it leads me to believe that it's the other way around. Like, if somebody was like, oh, release this person, I'm like, okay, guilty. If they're giving me money to make somebody go to prison, I'm like, innocent. So, this one wants me to punish this guy. I'm gonna do it. But then I'm also gonna get $500. I mean, come on, bro. Let me question him. In your statement, you said that you didn't want Tiffany to commit suicide, and you argued that you intended to use reverse psychology. Have you received training on this before to apply such psychology? Your Honor, the reason I did that was because I saw a scene in a cop show I was watching. I thought at the time that this might work. But it wasn't what I expected after all. It wasn't my fault that the woman was up there. So do you live your life according to the scenes you see on TV series? Of course not. Like I said, at the time I thought it might work. It didn't work out the way I expected. I'm sorry about that. Shoot, that's tough. This is tougher than a $2 steak. I don't even know what I should do here. Because did she jump based on what he said? Like, hold on. Man, I hate these ones. Oh, wait, I have to deport him. Oh, shoot, I didn't even notice that. Okay, okay, so what I'm gonna do, Patrick Mickey. I feel like in my mind, he shouldn't have said something like that, especially when someone is in a vulnerable state, like being in that situation. Like, you shouldn't even do shit that you see on TV shows. That's so stupid. So, I'm gonna have to do what I need to do. And we got $1,900. All right, that's what I'm talking about. That's rubbing my hands together type of money right there. Come on, let me keep rubbing my hands together. Yeah. Oh, no. Come on, wife. Don't do this to me. Your wife says she wants to go on vacation this summer. The price is $1,900. Do you accept? My sanity will drop if I don't accept this. You want to go to a tropical island when your man has $410 to his name? Are you crazy? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna have to gamble and earn my money to afford this vacation, or else I won't be able to progress through the game, because if I say no, I'm gonna get a game over again. This is crazy. This is ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna just do this. Come on. We have to gamble, everybody. All right, 15. I'm gonna take a card. Come on. No! So check this out, everybody. If I load from the last save, I have $0 in my name. My wife still wants to go on a tropical vacation. I have cobwebs in my wallet. Like, spiders and flies and demons are flying out of my wallet when I open it. And my wife doesn't understand that. Like, I'm living my worst life, and she wants to go to Hawaii. Okay, everybody, I literally had to replay through the whole game. Weeks 1 all the way to, I think, 9 or 10. Just so I can tell my wife we can't afford to go on this vacation. I know my sanity will go down, but let's try week 10. Damn, the Three Stooges all over here? Charges are arms trafficking and smuggling. We have Leroy. We have Emmerich, who has no national status and a criminal record. And we have Douglas, who no criminal record and national status. Okay, cool. So police who received a tip-off recently carried out an operation at the address specified in the tip. A large number of weapons and ammunition were seized during the operation. It has been concluded that the weapons and ammunition were manufactured at the specified address. Persons caught during the raid were detained. Leroy said, "First of all, I would like to point out that I do not belong to any organization. Before the event, my friend Emmerich Abraham called me and said he had a workshop and I should come and see it. So I went to the house and the location he sent me. I couldn't hide my surprise at what I saw next. I had not guessed that the products he produced could be weapons and ammunition. Afterwards, I told him that this was a crime. The police came when I wanted to leave the workshop to avoid being affected by the situation. They detained me before I could explain the situation. Please understand me. I am innocent." Emmerich said, "Douglas Darien, my friend I had just met, invited me to his workshop, which he said belonged to him. When I asked him about the content of the workshop, he told me that it was an art workshop. Since I love art very much, I was curious and went to his workshop. I didn't know I would encounter something like this. Just as I was getting over my surprise and leaving the weapons workshop, police arrived. They detained him without giving him a chance to talk. I wanted to make it clear that I have nothing to do with the incident. Douglas said I am not guilty of the incident. Those responsible for this incident are individuals named Leroy Felix and Emmerich Abraham. It's only been a few days since I met those people and they invited me to their workshop. I accepted their invitation thinking it was an art workshop. After entering the workshop, I was speechless at what I saw. When I wanted to leave the scene, police came and quickly detained us. I have no connection with the workshop." All right, so everybody's pointing the finger. So let's figure this out. Oh, this is gonna be something, isn't it? This is gonna be a fucky wuck, isn't it? Great. Oh, this is ridiculous. Woo! All right, let's see. A large number of fully automatic rifles and ammunition seized. Text messages between the individuals. Here we go. Leroy said, what about the shipment? Are there any problems with the weapons and ammo? The shipment is going very well. There are no problems. What's the situation in the workshop? No problem. We will produce weapons and ammunition quickly and make them ready for shipment. Is everything all right? We're making good progress. We will be ready for shipment. Okay, so all three of them are in on it. There's no digital. There's no emails besides from Brooklyn Torres. All of these are ugly as fuck. Okay, so arms trafficking and smuggling is 10 years and $100,000 fine. So the last thing that we need to do is you have no criminal record, you do, and you don't. So what we're gonna do, you are, hold on, what was it again? It was 10 years and $100,000 fine. Okay, so you, Leroy, with the forehead, you are in jail for 10 years and also $100,000 fine. And then you, Mohawk, fiery red Mohawk, you are going to get deported. And then Blondie with the big old bug eyes, you are also guilty and you will go to prison for 10 years and also 100,000. Holy shit, I am like that. Oh boy, here we go. Next case is divorce case filed by Jennifer Jade against her husband, Adam Harold. Jennifer Jade stated that she was subjected to violence by her husband, Adam Harold, and filed a petition for divorce. Jennifer stated in her petition that the reason for the divorce was that the trust in her husband was shaken and that the promises her husband made to her as some marriage's criterions were not fulfilled. Additionally, Jennifer stated that she was faithful to her husband throughout the marriage and did not have any difficulty in fulfilling his wishes. Okay, well, here's the assault report. Bruises and rashes due to impact in various parts of the body. Broken pinky finger. Okay, well, let's question them. Could you briefly explain the promises your husband made to you as a marriage criterion? My husband lied to me about many things, including our sexual life. On what issues in your sexual life did he lie to you? Your Honor, Adam and I promised each other before we got married that we would not have intercourse, and he lied to me about many things, including the size of his... Yo, what the heck? Is your husband's size the reason you want to end the marriage? Not only that, when my husband did not enjoy our relationship, he used violence against me without my consent and blamed it on his incompetence. Is it true that you used violence against your wife? My wife argued that my penis size was below average and she constantly used this against me. Once, she threatened to tell this to my friends. So I suggested that she could have sex with a friend of mine and that she could enjoy our sex life more. She said she was open to it. She said this situation would not harm our relationship. Then she asked me to watch them while she was having sex with my friend. She said this would increase her pleasure. What is happening right now? In the face of his statement, I accepted his request, but while watching them, I succumbed to my anger and committed violence against my wife. I regret it very much. I love my wife very much and I don't want to divorce her. Okay, dude is mad because he's a cuck, but you should never put your hands on a woman no matter what. So, what I'm gonna do is, let's see the options. Continue of their marriage, no divorce and no alimony payments, divorce and Adam Harold's monthly alimony payment of $1,000 to Jennifer Jade. Yeah, it's not our fault that he has a pinky dick and he agreed that his wife could do stuff with the friend. And then he ended up assaulting her and doing stuff without her consent, so. Not only are you divorced, you have to pay alimony. You should be going to prison, but those were the only options that we got. That was a weird case, though. That was interesting. And not in a good way. Anyway, Esteban Albon, your charges are fraud. A person named Arturo Max, who thought that his vehicle had a mechanical fault, took his vehicle to the repair shop called Regular Auto to detect and fix the problem. After 2 days, the repair shop notified Arturo Max that the repairs were completed and stated that he could take delivery of the vehicle. Arturo Max, who received the vehicle, wanted to sell the vehicle 1 week later. He received a report about the vehicle from the expert company before the sale. The person named Arturo Max, who saw that 3 parts of the vehicle were changed in the report, filed a lawsuit against the repair shop called Regular Auto, which he held responsible. It's been about 1 month since I purchased my vehicle. Since the malfunction light came on, I took it to the repair shop called Regular Auto. They said there was a simple mechanical fault in the vehicle. They repaired and delivered my vehicle within 2 days. Afterward, I decided to sell the vehicle and applied for an expert. The expert report revealed that there were 3 changed parts. This is not possible because I bought my vehicle from the dealer with 0 kilometers. I think it was replaced at the repair shop. When the vehicle came to us, the malfunction light was on. We said we could fix it and deliver it in a day or 2, and we did. We were very surprised when we received notice that a lawsuit had been filed against us. We did not remove or replace any parts from the vehicle. We think that the victimization is due to the irresponsibility of the vehicle owner. These accusations are great slanders against a reputable corporate company like us. Okay, well, I can see this happening. So, what we are gonna do is that I want to see if there's any evidence at all, because I'm about to say that this dude is innocent. But before we even do that, let's not jump to conclusions. Let's do that, and then let's do... Oh, wait, there you go. All right, let's see the evidence. Expertise report from the time the vehicle was purchased. Original, fake. Okay, all original parts. Well, there are 3 fake parts here. So, that's not good. It's not looking too good. You stated that the problem was caused by the irresponsibility of the vehicle owner. Can you explain more what this means? Your Honor, we are a large company that repairs on average 50 vehicles a day. We are not the addressee of such an accusation. The reason I say this is because the vehicle owner does not care enough about his vehicle. Could you explain a little more? I think he may have experienced this grievance at any repair shop he took his vehicle to before. I recommended him to choose the repair shop he takes his vehicle to more carefully. Huh. That's shitty. That's not a good excuse. Okay, I think that this guy is guilty. Fraud is a 4-year sentence. Aggravated sentence is 10 years jail. So, you do have a criminal record. So I think this is an aggravated sentence. So, Esteban, you are guilty and sentenced to 10 years. As a result of the decisions you made in the cases, we decided to raise your salary. This week, you will earn $2,000. Thank you. I need that so bad. My wife might ask me for another vacation, and I need it. How much money do I have? $200? Credit debt, $600. Do I have any more money? I'm so broke. I'm so down sad right now. But thanks for all the kind words, everybody. Appreciate that. I need that in this time of need, because my wife is not happy with me. But let's do one more case. I know I'm wearing something different right now, everybody, but it is a new day, and I just wanted to take a little break. I had bubble guts. I don't know what it was. I had the Hershey squirts, but that's the kind of face that I was making on the toilet. We have the same face, same exact face. So what is this? Jessica Groombert. Charges are insulting, beating, home invasion. The incident took place in the evening at the restaurant belonging to Philip Monroe. The incident calmed down with the intervention of eyewitnesses, and then the police were called and asked for help. After Philip Monroe filed a complaint, Jessica Groombert was caught and taken into custody. First of all, I would like to say that I am in the right. I don't quite understand why she attacked me. I was just doing my job at my restaurant. Suddenly, she entered my restaurant screaming my name and started attacking me. Even though I told her to calm down, she continued to punch me. The incident calmed down with the intervention of my customers. Afterwards, I called the police and asked for help. First of all, I would like to say that I am in the right. The main reason I did this was because the other day I was spending time at home with my new boyfriend. We wanted to order food and we ordered from Philip's Sushi, a restaurant with an average rating. The app said the order time was 20 to 30 minutes and my friend was in a hurry. They brought our order an hour and a half later, and of course my friend had already left by then. When I sent a message to meet up the next day, he told me that he was not available and I was very angry about the situation. If we had been able to have dinner together in the evening, this would have not happened. That's why I went to the restaurant and attacked the person I met. I just wanted him to stay, but this food situation broke everything. James Broke. Bro, you can't have broke in your name. I was eating my favorite sushi at the restaurant called Philip's Sushi, which is one of my daily routines. Suddenly I saw a woman enter the place screaming. She was swearing and shouting, "Philip!" She ran towards Philip, who is also a dear friend of mine, and started attacking him by swearing and punching him. I separated them and the woman left the place. We notified the police. So no criminal record. Oh, you have a negative mental health test and you do have national status. So if you are convicted, then I might have to, there's digital evidence. Okay, I'm gonna have to send her to the mental institution. So let's see. CCTV footage of the scene of the incident. Face recognized, Jessica Grumber. Okay, so she is giving somebody some hands for surezies. So let's question you. You said you didn't know the owner of the restaurant, but they said you entered the restaurant shouting his name. Is that true? No, it isn't, Your Honor. I don't know the owner of the restaurant. I didn't swear or anything. I attacked the first uniformed person I saw just because of my anger at the moment. That is all. Okay, well, you admitted guilt. So, Jessica Grumbert, I hereby sentenced you to get some treatment. That was an easy first case of the week. And I only have $200? I feel like I have to gamble again. I feel like it's what my family would want me to do. Isn't that right? I'm not gonna do it, everybody. I learned my lesson. Gambling never saves lives. It only destroys lives. Case subject. Compensation lawsuit filed by a person named Matt Geller against a person named Julia Armstrong. A person named Julia Armstrong, who wanted to break up with her boyfriend, filed a lawsuit saying that her boyfriend did not want to break up with her and threatened to blackmail her. It was stated that their relationship lasted approximately 1 year. Matt Geller, the boyfriend, filed a lawsuit against Julia Armstrong for damages worth $50,000 due to her unfair accusations. When we started a relationship with Matt, everything was great. I thought he was the right person for me. We made a lot of memories in a short time, and since we got along well, we decided to move in together. Our home life was good at first, but after a month, we started fighting constantly. I realized that I didn't know him well until we lived in the same house. He was very lazy. He would lie down all day without moving a muscle, even when there was dirt everywhere. When I told him that we should do things like cleaning and cooking together in our free time, he said he was too tired and just laid down. However, we were also starting to have money problems. After a while, the most important issue emerged. He kept telling me that we had done everything and that he had no longer enjoyed sex and that we should look for different pleasures. I would do anything for him, but it was very difficult to do things he wanted from me without asking them myself. He started to ask questions such as, why don't you do something that I'd like to? Don't you love me? We decided to break up after a while, but he did not delete the sexual pictures and videos of me. He told me that he misses me about a week after our separation. He acted like we never broke up, and when I reminded him of that, he threatened me to spread the photos and videos he had to all my friends and the internet. Well, obviously, that's a big no, so that's already a strike on his part. I love Julie very much, and I think everything is going very well. The only problem in our relationship is that she takes some little things too seriously. After I eat in bed, she argues with me when she sees that I don't clean the house when it gets dusty. But such things are not a problem for me and do not require cleaning. If it bothers her, she should clean it herself. We argue when I say these things, but then we continue as if nothing happened. I think there is no problem. We started living together in the middle of our relationship. Naturally, we tried everything we could in bed. When I go to her with different ideas, she always acts offended and rejects them. I just want to discover new pleasures together. Afterwards, she wanted to break up with me. Since I didn't want to lose her, I told her that I love her and miss her very much. But what about the pictures and the videos you threatened to expose her with? Okay, so I don't even think I can show that, even though it's blurry, because it is showing, like, video game nudity, I guess. Conversation between Julia Armstrong and Matt Geller from her phone. Julia, how are you? Why do you care? We broke up already. Nope, we didn't break up. I'll block you. Don't write to me again. Block me and I will share all I have about you. Well, that's very telling right there. That's all the evidence that we need. I'll humiliate you. Let's try it if you want. Are you threatening me? No? Question mark? Just a little reminder. Okay, so we know what to do. Matt Geller to pay $50,000 in damages to Julia Armstrong. Matt Geller does not pay any compensation to Julia Armstrong. Okay, so Matt Geller to pay $50,000. Because you're a dumbass that thought you could do something like that and get away with it. If you're not together, you can't post pictures of like intimate photos and videos that you had together. That's not how that works. Like, those are not meant for the public. Like, if they consented for you to take those pictures and videos at that time, that doesn't mean that that's your property and you can do whatever you want for it. Those were meant for your eyes only. So if you try to use that as like a tool to get people to do whatever you want, then there are going to be consequences. Week 11, case 3. And the consequence for him was that he was going to have to pay $50,000. And we should have had him delete everything. But this guy is charged with high treason. Jamal Roderick, who was captured by Prime Minister Matt Drake's guards during the patrol around the property at night, surrendered without difficulty. According to the information provided by the Prime Minister's guards, the police officer was wearing his official uniform and had a gun with the safety on in his hand when he was caught. The guards who searched the person found a red nose and a steel choke rope on him. The statement from Matt Drake said, "After everything I've done for the future of our country, why would a sane person try to assassinate me? I can't understand it. I request from our justice system that necessary action be taken quickly. They cannot prevent me from being Prime Minister with such disgraceful and cowardly actions. I can't understand why I was arrested and brought here. I received a phone call from headquarters. I was ordered to put on my uniform and go to the Prime Minister's house for additional security duty. I did whatever task was given to me. I could never have any intention of assassinating the Prime Minister. I have endless respect for him and his party." I do believe this guy, but I want to check the evidence. So you go there, you go there, you go down here, you go straight across, you go on the incline, and so do you, and cha-ching. All right. Those found... Okay. That's already going to tell me everything I need to know. The exact same rose found on the corpses in previous assassinations was found on you. How will you explain this?
Your Honor, since you asked me that, I'll tell you. It was my girlfriend's birthday. I didn't have time to buy her a present. While I was on my way to duty, I saw a beautiful rose on the side of the road, and I put the rose in the inner pocket of my uniform to give it to my girlfriend. I didn't know that this rose was the same species as the roses found in previous murders. It's a big coinky-dink! And was the steel wire on it a coincidence? I always take into consideration all possible negative situations as a professional habit. This is just an extra precaution. In your statement, you said you went on orders from the center. However, it was accepted that there was no such order from the center. Your Honor, the order I received was not a written order. I don't know. There may have been some confusion.
Okay, now I don't believe him. After talking to him, now I think that he's guilty. 100 years in jail for high treason? Holy crap. Aggravated sentence execution. Wait, hold on. Let's see it. No criminal record. But doesn't aggravated mean that your intent was to kill? So it is aggravated, right? I'm so confused by that. Because I always thought aggravated meant like you already had a criminal record and then you did something that you're willing to do again. But maybe that's being a repeat offender. I think this is aggravated because he went into this with the intention to kill people. So that means he's guilty and I have to execute him. Just as you were making your judgment, a man's strange movements caught your eye. Who? Whose movements are catching my... Oh, shit! How did that guy walk into my courtroom all strapped up like that? We don't do pat-downs? Okay, we got 2,500. Bro took the sentencing into his own hands. Breaking news. The police officer was shot and died during the trial in which he was tried as a defendant. The assassin was caught. Good. Okay, last case of the week. And now we're in a different courtroom. It's actually more badass looking. Your Honor, after the recent events, we have decided to promote you to a more secure palace of justice. You will never be subjected to such an act again. We convey our wishes to get well soon. The Ministry of Justice. I have no idea who signed off on that. But let's see this guy. Alex Martin. Charges are assassination. Recently, a person named Jamal Roderick was shot 4 times and killed by Alex Martin during his trial. After shooting... Oh, wait, this is the guy? This is the dude that killed somebody in the courtroom? The unlicensed semi-automatic pistol used in the assassination. There's also 1 digital evidence in the case. This is insane. All right, there you go. I mean, clear as day. He has the gun, facial recognition. Should we even talk to him? Do you insist on continuing not to talk? Why did you commit this murder? Who do you work for? I have nothing to say. I'm an anarchist. So I am going to sentence you to execution. Okay, that trial was a little easy. Let's do one more. Another envelope. We hate to have to warn you, but you must release Albert DeSanta. Otherwise, your wife and children will suffer for it. If Albert DeSanta is sentenced, be prepared to watch your family disappear. Oh no, not my family. Not my family that wants me to go on vacations even though I'm a broke joke. So the charges are murder,
Recently at noon, 3 gunshots were heard in the restaurant called Burger Queens. Burger Queens. A person named Martin Mazyck lost his life in the incident. It has been stated that the cameras are not active because the restaurant has just opened. As a result of the consistent statements of customers Amanda Franks and employee Katia Stons, who were there at the time of the incident, and the photo fit they drew, the information of the person named Albert DeSanta was obtained. Not long after, the person named Albert DeSanta was caught by the police and taken into custody. I started my shift at noon. Since the restaurant is secluded, I can remember the customers' faces. While I was waiting at the counter, I noticed that the customers at table 14 were arguing. The customer in the leather jacket suddenly pulled out a gun and pointed it at the person in front of him. As soon as I saw the gun, I hid under the safe. Then I heard 3 gunshots. I didn't show up for a while because I was afraid. When I came out, I saw the man lying on the ground. Then I notified the police. I went to Burger Queens around noon to order, but I went to the restaurant before making it. I stayed for about 5 minutes. After leaving, we made eye contact with the customer at table number 14. While I was heading to the cash register to order, I heard the scream of the cashier. With a sudden reflex, I threw myself under a table. Then I heard 3 gunshots. After a while, I came out from under the table and one of the men was on the floor. The other one had left the place. I was sleeping at home at the time of the incident, said Albert DeSanta. You accuse me of shooting a man, but I was at home until the evening hours that day. I only went out for drinks with my friends in the evening. This is a murder they are trying to pin on me. I am not guilty. So, you want me to release Albert DeSanta, but if you're giving me that, that means he's guilty as shit. There's one digital evidence. Okay, let's check it out. Photo of the killer drawn by eyewitnesses. Bro, that looked like Hitler. Let's question you. Mr. Albert DeSanta, do you have anything to add? No, Your Honor. I said everything I wanted to say in my statement. I am not guilty. I don't need to say anything else. Well, he's guilty, and it was an aggravated sentence. So, Mr. DeSanta, I sentence you to jail for 26 years. AKA life in prison. So what is gonna happen to my family now? I'm actually kind of scared. I'm kind of shaking in my booty shorts. Hopefully my family's okay. My family's okay. All right, everybody good? I just got a very threatening letter. Nobody is standing outside the window. Nobody's sending any like ominous text messages, nothing. All right, we good? Okay, Joseph Gray, your charges are kidnapping. Recently, Aisha Ellery, the wife of Stuart Ellery, notified the police after not hearing from her husband for a long time. As a result of the extensive searches carried out by the police, it was determined that Stuart Ellery left his workplace and headed towards home. Okay, so he has no criminal record, negative mental health test, and yes on the national status. Security cameras on the route of his home were examined, and it was determined that Stuart Ellery was put into a black minibus without his consent. As a result of the intense work of the police, the person named Joseph Gray, the owner of the minibus in which Stuart Ellery was kidnapped, was caught and taken into custody. As a result of the searches carried out in the house of Joseph Gray, Stuart Ellery was found unconscious with his hands, feet, and mouth tied in a secret compartment of the house. In addition, many people were found dead or unconscious in other secret compartments in the house of Joseph Gray. Okay, that's not good. First of all, I would like to state that I am definitely not a murderer. I only treat sick people who are on their deathbed. While doing this, I do not ignore their consent. I provide them with the opportunity to continue living. This is an opportunity for them. I am not crazy. I don't force anyone to do anything. But why are they tied up, though? That's the thing. That's the thing that I don't understand. Oh, man. This thing is going to take me forever, everybody. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see if we can do this. One take J style. I don't even think we could do this like 30 take J style. Look at this. Document confirming that Joseph Gray escaped from the mental health hospital. He escaped from the hospital. If you see him, notify the authorities. Multiple personality disorder. Okay, that tells me everything I need to know. So, Joseph Gray, you need to go get sent for treatment. And we got 2,600. Okay, nobody's asking me for anything. I'm gonna end the day. And now it's week 13. Now I'm really going to end the episode here. So I want everyone to let me know which cases you all thought I got right. Which ones do you think I did a bad job on?
And do you want me to continue this series? Because Judge J is having a good time, I will say. But I need to know if my people are having a good time. If you are, make sure you give this video one big fat like. And tell a friend today that Jay from the Kubz Scouts is that dude!